This goal was set in commemoration to the anniversary, and I'm happy to say that with the tremendous support of 35 clubs, the FALCO Foundation, FALSA, and individual FALCO members, this financial goal was already met by December 2011. We were meant to have 2 years to fundraise that. We raised over $80,000 per capita, Cambodia Wells of Clean Water, then an additional $20,000 was raised for other water projects. So within a bit over a year, we raised $100,000 for water sustainability worldwide. So that was a big applause for making that impact. You will hear from Anne from Orshad, our Target Program Chair, in her presentation on Friday about Plus initiatives and success stories. I'd like to share with you, take the time to share with you the letter from Jan Riskus, founder of Tabitha, to our FALCO members. This is what Jan said. Over the past year, FALCO has brought peace to more than 2,500 people in Cambodia through your gift of wells for the very poorest. Let me share one story. Muse Danny is a 42-year-old married with 5 children. Last year, at this time, she was in deep despair. There wasn't enough food for her family to eat. The children spent their days scavenging for food. Her husband was drinking heavily, feeling guilty that he could not care for his family. Then they received a FALCO well. It didn't take long to begin growing vegetables. They're now in their 4th cycle of vegetables. They bought chickens and piglets. Everyone works hard. Then a miracle. Last month, 3 of the children began school. It wasn't easy because the young lady of 12 years had to sit with the first graders. Muse Danny never believed that her life would be so good. As she said to me, for the first time since I was young, I can sleep through the night. My body aches, not because I'm sick, but because I can do so much. My children are laughing. We didn't laugh so much before. My husband no longer drinks, except on special occasions. He's proud of what he can do. Thank you. Every family who receives a FALCO well has a similar story, a story of despair turning into hope, of discouragement to stories of dreams, of not sleeping to ones where sleep brings a sense of peace. I want to say thank you to all of you for your grace and kindness. May your new year resound with peace that you have given to so many here. That was from Jan, the founder of Tabitha. So inspired by our fundraising results for malaria, the last time we did this, where the goal was set at $75,000 for our 75th anniversary, we ended up raising $165,000. We've had our sights set on doubling the amount that we raised so far for Target, with a dream, more importantly, of close to 100% participation from clubs. And what I mean by club participation is not only fundraising for Tabitha or fundraising for another water project, but it could be simply an awareness-raising information session for your members. And we're really working hard to get more clubs involved. According to the World Health Organization and UNICEF, 89% of the world population now has access to improved drinking water, 1% over the 88% target set by our Millennium Goal number 7. Thanks to all of you, we have and are still contributing to this monumental achievement. On the same topic, FALCO achieved another key first. On September 26, 2011, we had the privilege of co-sponsoring our first United Nations high-level panel in Geneva during the 18th session of the Human Rights Council. The special panel on women and the right to water at the UN headquarters in Geneva was organized by Lois Herman, a member of AWA Rome, and she is the head of Women's UN Report Network. Lois credited FALCO and our Target Water program as her inspiration for creating this first-of-its-kind panel during an HRC session. In attendance from FALCO were Kathleen Simon and Sarah Moose, both from Down and both are FALCO reps based in Geneva. FALCO UN reps based in Geneva, and our first VP, Michelle Worth from Central Scotland. You can read the complete report from Sarah in the forum in our Winter 2011 issue, which we have some copies thrown around. Regional meetings. With 75+ member clubs spread around the world, regional meetings are a great way for your club members and board members to get to know FALCO and network with the sister clubs. I would like to take the time and thank our member clubs who have hosted Falco's regional meetings in 2011. Malmo, AWC Malmo for Region 2's meeting in September. AWG Languedoc-Roussillon for Region 3, Mediterranean Retreat in September. Brussels, AWC Brussels for Region 4's meeting in October. AWC Berlin for Region 5 meeting in November. And the whole board was able to attend this meeting because it coincided with our board meeting in Berlin, and we were able to share with AWC Berlin's celebration for their 80th anniversary. They're one of Falco's founding clubs. And lastly, another key first for Falco, AWA Dubai for hosting the Region 9 Middle East meeting in first time ever in Dubai. Yay! The meeting was well attended by the 5 Falco clubs in the region: Amman, Lebanon, Doha, Eastern Province, and Dubai. We had guests also from a non-Falco club from Abu Dhabi. The board was represented by myself and Cora Lee and third VP Monica. Kathy Kaufman from the Falco Foundation Treasurer and the Charter Program Chair and from Orsha were also present. Besides, the theme of the meeting was liquid gold, and besides the water presentations and the study of water sustainability issues in the region, we also heard from Americana, which I wanted to highlight because that is a best practice program teaching American children overseas about American history and culture. Americana will be presented here at the conference by Eleanor LeBaron from Doha. So that's one of the Friday workshops. Speaking of best practices, one of the highlights for me of 2011 was the successful implementation of the Falco Best Practices online library. Sharing best practices and exchanging ideas have always been a cornerstone of Falco. It's one of the major benefits for our club, but up until now, those interactions have happened informally at conferences or regional meetings. As one of my goals for our board, we had aimed to set up an online best practices library. And Elizabeth has been working very hard with the help of her regional coordinators. And up until now, we have 25 clubs who have submitted 35 best practices. It's on the website, it's in our library, and our goal, again, is to get, if not 100% club participation, at least 75 best practices into our library, signifying our family of 75 clubs. We did have one important administrative change this year in the emergency relief fund process. In 2011, our ERF was activated for Japan's earthquake victims. Our deepest appreciation, I do have to recognize, is AIWC Cologne and AWC Brussels, and a handful of individual donors who made the $5,400 contribution to Second Harvest for Japan. Our members' modest participation in this ERF has prompted the Falco board to review the ERF process and make the following changes. The fund is renamed Disaster Relief Fund, alleviating the emergency requirement and allowing for support of recovery as well as rebuilding projects. As before, the board will vote to initiate an ERF at the request of a member club. However, there are a few new requirements of the member club submitting the request. This request must have the full board support of the member club. The club will be asked to contribute to the fund. The requesting member club will be asked to research and suggest at least one recipient organization or project which should have a personal connection with the club or one of its members. This ensures credibility and long-term feedback on the recipient. The board feels that Falco would not add much value if our recipient organization is a well-known international organization like the Red Cross or Médecins Sans Frontières, as our members could nowadays very easily make these donations directly online. Meet and greet. The highlight of my year was when I got to go out and meet your club members at your events. I was honored to be able to join the celebration in 2 club anniversaries, AAWE Paris' 50th anniversary and AIWC Cologne's 20th anniversary. I was also able to attend 3 out of the 5 regional meetings, and like my predecessor, Kathleen Simon has said, all the emails in the world cannot replace the handshake and the smile, and I really do believe that. So I urge you to reach out to me, and the rest of my board would love to visit your club.